diet of Red Bull and Sour Patch Kids is bad for children. Too much screen time stunts cognitive development. Nothing good can come from all that fidget spinning. But we simply cannot get on board with the charge that racetrack noise is bad for our children, as suggested by the handmade sign of a protester outside Vancouver Island Motorsport Circuit. Of course, we may be biased. We were at the new Canadian road course specifically to make racetrack noise in Porsche's new 680 HP four-seater, the $185,450 Panamera Turbo S hybrid. Alternately silent and violent, the plug-in Turbo S hybrid should deliver between 15 and 20 miles of pure electric driving when fully charged and rocket to 60 mph in less than 3 seconds when fully pressed. As the replacement for the last generation Panamera Turbo S range topper, the Turbo S hybrid stands at the forefront of Porsche's new, performance-oriented hybrid strategy. Alongside the 2015 Porsche 918 Spyder, it's tasked with furnishing the credibility of gas-electric powertrains as performance aids. No one will protest if and when Top Dog Cayennes and Macan's don e-hybrid badges in the near future, but read between the lines and it's apparent that Porsche also is greasing the skids for the inevitable hybridized 911. Our glimpse of Porsche's performance future started with 5 laps of the one-year-old Hermann Tilke-designed circuit. The tightly coiled 1.4-mile track plays out through frenetic elevation changes more reminiscent of a roller coaster than any other track we've driven. Willowy golden grasses cover the swollen hillsides, helping to obscure the track's many blind turns, which are made significantly less challenging and thrilling than it could be when every hidden apex turns out to be exactly where you expect it. And while we cornered at a relatively relaxed pace, the Turbo S hybrid's 680 horsepower could make even the slowest lead-follow exercise feel quick. The car fires out from every apex with the ferocity of a round from an assault rifle. Porsche bundles the full kit of chassis magic as standard in the Turbo S hybrid, including adaptive dampers and anti-roll bars, an electronically controlled limited-slip differential, and carbon ceramic brakes. The $195,850 long-wheelbase executive adds 4-wheel steering, which is also available as an option on the standard wheelbase car. That hardware makes for attentive handling, resolute body control, and tireless braking. It doesn't, however, do anything to make the Panamera feel any more animated. At roughly 5,200 pounds, this electrified Panamera weighs some 600 pounds more than the gasoline-only turbo model and is well beyond the threshold where chassis tuning becomes less about making the car dance and more about keeping all that mass under control. Porsche manipulates the heft with supreme competence in all Panameras, and the Turbo S hybrid is no exception. It's an impressive corner-carving utensil, but it's still a utensil. Closer to its real-world use case, we piloted the Turbo S hybrid for a brief drive into Victoria, British Columbia. Jockeying with traffic, the e-hybrid seamlessly switches between drawing energy from its 14.1-kWh lithium-ion battery mounted below the cargo floor and the 21.1-GALLON gas tank ahead of it. The 136 HP electric motor sandwiches between the 550 HP twin-turbo 4.0-liter V8 and the 8-speed PDK dual-clutch automatic. When both gas and electricity are used in concert, the powertrain is good for a maximum electrified and turbocharged torque of 626 pounds-feet from a remarkably low 1,400 revolutions per minute. With torque always at the ready, the e-hybrid responds immediately to even slight pokes of the accelerator. The powertrain controller prefers to use the electric motor's tug rather than a